Hi Stitchy friends, welcome to my channel. This is Lost in Stitches. This is a channel all about cross stitch, so I will share with you all of my current works in progress and just a few new starts that I have coming up, and I have a couple of finishes, so yeah, let's just dive right in. Okay, so let's start with what I've been working on for the last little bit. It has been really busy here for the last 3 weeks. We've been on vacation for 10 days of that, and I only had a couple of whips taken along with me as we were on a backcountry canoe trip. So I don't have as much stitching as I normally have today, but I do have 5 new starts and 2 whips that I actually took along with me and worked on while we were gone on the trip. So let's start with the 5 new starts. So why on earth would I have 5, right? So I am doing the 50 new starts in 2024 with Sally from Flossy Sews and Grows and Sarah from Sew Me Sarah. So hi girls. Oh, if you want to go back, I think it's Flosstube number 82. They did a floss tube together. It's fantastic. So go back and have a look, and shout out to those guys for just awesome content. So so anyway, I'll start. I have 5 new starts. 2 out of the 3 of my birthday starts are done. I have to wait to get fabric for my 3rd birthday start, which I'll get into a little bit later. But I did start this one here. It is this way up, I believe. Yes, it's a basket of cherries. So I'm going to do the Complete Garden series from Blackbird Designs on this. This is a piece of 32 count Lagana from Hand Dyed by Rolanda here in Canada. And this has turned out so beautifully. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with it. I can't wait to stitch the whole thing. So that's my start on the basket of cherries. The bird is the bottom corner, so it's a 65 by 65 piece, and it's stitched with all the called for threads, the Classic Colorworks and Gentle Arts, and maybe some weeks. I can't remember exactly what's in there, but it's the called for colors. So that is basket of cherries. And the next one that I started, oh sorry, I'll put a picture here of what that will look like when it's finished for anybody that hasn't seen the Blackbird Designs garden series. It's a garden club series. It's 12 65 by 65 pieces that you can put into one or stitch them separately. So I'm going to stitch them all together on one piece of fabric and then hopefully get them framed. All right, so this next one is here. It's from Hands On Design. It's Bluebird, and this is my little start on Bluebird. It's not huge, but it's on a piece of 36 count cream and sugar. And for this one, I am using a Valdani floss. And I'm sorry for the noise here. I'll have to get out the floss to show you. Just give me 2 seconds. So, sorry about that. This one here is one of the smaller balls. It's 031. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to focus. Maybe not. Anyway, it's 031, and this is the blue, the greenish blue color. I just really liked it. So that will have some really nice variegation in it. And so that's my start on Bluebird. I didn't get a whole lot done on this one. I just wanted to kind of make sure that the floss would work for me on the 36 count, and it has so far. It's pretty tight, but I do like it. So, so that was my second one. The third start that I've had will look like this when it's finished. It's Red Bird by Hands-On Design as well. It's part of the same series, and this is where I am now. And this is on a piece of fabric. It's one of a kind from the Grateful Thread. Hi, Charlene. Can't wait to see you at the Rhubarb Cafe on the 25th. That will be fun. Excuse me. And it's stitched with Falu Red from Roxy Floss Co. So that was just my small start on those. I just wanted to make sure that I like the fabric and the flosses. So those are 2 small starts that I have done on those. My next one, this was from my birthday start. So this one is A Heart Remembers. It will look like this when it's finished. And it's from the A Heart Remembers book by Blackbird Designs. It's on a piece of 32 count, hand dyed by Rolanda fabric. Oh, I have a trailing thread here. Sorry about that. And this is the first piece of that one. And it is turning out beautifully. I'm so excited about this one. It's a 5-piece set. And I'm going to stitch all 5 of them across. And this is the first one. So I'm so happy to get back to this one. I didn't have it with me on the trip, so I kind of missed that one as I was as we were out in BC. So I'll put a little thing at the end as well, like I usually do for our canoeing trip with some pictures and stuff, and just a little update at the end about life and all of that, but and our trip. This next start is called Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs again. And this one, this is how far I've gotten on this one. I am like addicted to stitching this. It's so good. It's kind of pieced all over the place here. I had it with me on the trip to BC for the 10 days. And once I pulled it out, once we got well beyond any Stitchy stores, in the West here, I realized that I was missing about 4 or 5 colors that were just left downstairs on my desk. So the border is a little bit, there was a lot of counting to get this much done, right? Because I was missing endive and a few of the key colors for the border, which would have made this a bit easier. But yeah, this is where I am for Feast of Friendship. And Sally from Flossy Sews and Grows has started a stitch along for this one. So I'll put it across the bottom here. It's hashtag Feast of Friendship Sal for Feast of Friendship for Lisa Sal. And it was just celebrating coming back to Flosstube and just enjoying all the friendship that I've had through this community. I'm just so grateful for all of you. So that was Feast of Friendship. And this next one, again, this was a whip. It's not a new start, but this was one of my works in progress. This one is Moonlight Visitor. It's part of the Anniversary series from Blackbird Designs. Very heavy on the Blackbird in this last few weeks. But I did continue on. I finished part of this border here. I finished part of the tree coming down here. And then I basically put in the house. I think the last time that you guys saw it, it just had a portion of the roof. So the house is almost done. And again, for this one, I think I have a pretty big piece of fabric here. Went up and down. It's Picture This Plus Tyco, I think is the name of it. It's a 32 count Lagana. So for this one, I think I'm going to stitch in some of the other anniversary pieces. I can't remember how many there are, 9, and then one bigger one or something like that. So anyway, I'll have to look up exactly how many there are in that series. But I would like to pick out some of my favorite ones from that and maybe make a smaller collage of those on this fabric. So I have one more whip here. And this is what it would look like when it's done. I'm so excited about this one. This one is my 300 stitches a day piece. So every day so far since I've started it on July 29th, I've put 300 stitches a day in it, with the exception of the 5 days that we were in the backcountry with the canoe. Because this one did not come along. It was just too big. And I would have had to take my tablet, so that wasn't happening. So I have about 1,200 stitches to catch up on that. I put in an extra 300 one day. So to catch up on my goal, I still had to put in about 1,200 extra. But this is where I am, and you're starting to see the stained glass effect come out in this. I'm so thrilled with this one. It's from Stitches So Beautiful, and it's just called Stained Glass Lighthouse. And you can see that the colors are just brilliant in here. I'm almost kind of working through some of the little ninja stitches down here, but most of it is filled in. I'm trying to take like one portion at a time and just fill in those little circles. So I'd like to try and get down the side a little bit so then I can start working across into the water, which I'm super excited about doing. And then the lighthouse over here. So yeah, this is like, I'm in absolute love with this one. So this one gets stitched on every single day, and then whatever time I have left is just for whatever, right? So those are the projects that I've been working on. I know that's a little bit short and sweet for you guys. You're probably used to seeing a bit more from me. But I do have some new patterns in my Etsy store. So I would like to go over some of those with you now. And I'm just going to clean up for a second here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so if you've been here before, you probably know that I have an Etsy store. It's called Lost in Stitches Store, where I sell my Lost in Stitches designs. So I've been having lots of fun with this. I've got some new cute small patterns for you guys that you might like. I have a couple of new samplers. I designed an exclusive for the retreat that I went to at Wabamun for Jean. Hi, Jean. For Stitching at the Lake. And yeah, there's lots of these little goodies in there. So I'd just like to go through some of those with you. I have finished some of them into little pillows, and I'd just like to show those to you now. So this one here is my Hope pattern. Sorry, I had to look down. This one here is just finished into a little pillow, just the little flowers, and I just finished it like this on the back. So this is one of the designs that's in there. This one comes also with 4 or 5 other little patterns. So you also get this one, just as a small, cute little spring small or summer. The little rose, just as a little dobo filler, and the little butterfly with the rose. There's also a pattern for a little bird with the year 2024 on it, and a name tag for as bonus stitches, bonus charts in that one for your like going to retreats and things, so you can stitch your name. So that one is in my shop right now. And that all comes as one package. When you see this one at the front cover, the pattern includes all the other ones as well. The one that I designed for the Stitching at the Lake retreat is here. It's called Stitching at the Lake. There we go. I still have to add this one to my Etsy shop, but I will do that here very shortly today. That one is Stitching at the Lake. And I actually finished this one with a piece of Valdani wool on the back. It's very, very, very nice. I really like that. So, yep, this is Stitching at the Lake. So that one will be available very shortly. And I also have this one here. It's called Stitching the Night Away. So as any of you know, may know if you know me, I don't sleep very well these days, so lots of times I do spend the night stitching the night away. So I really like this cute little one. It's really small. It's probably like this big, and it just has one of the little houses there with the light on. So that's always me, just stitching late at night. Another one that I had that I put out on World Cross Stitch Day, it's here. It's called World Cross Stitch Day. Hopefully you guys will like that one. So that's in the store as well. There's a couple of Christmassy ones. So there's Merry and Bright. So these two have been in my store before, if any of you guys have seen those. And the Christmas band sampler is still there. So this is another ones that I had from last year. Another one is Winter Snow and the Winter Minis. So those have been there as well. So you can have a look at those. And sorry, I have to keep looking down at my list. And I have this one here. It's called Billion Star Hotel. So this is what Paolo and I always call our campsite whenever we go camping. It's the Billion Star Hotel because we're in our little tent or our little cabin or whatever, and it's just glorious to go out and look up at the night sky when it's absolutely dark. So Billion Star Hotel. And which other ones do I have here? At Midnight Walk. This one here is another little winter one that's coming out. These are ones that I've designed over the last 6 months, so they are a little bit off season. There's some Christmassy stuff in there, so if you want to continue on with your July, Christmas in July stitching, that's available for you. And another one that I have just designed and finished is this ABC Fall Sampler. So I absolutely love this one. And again, this will be added to my shop today. The ABC, all the birds, and the colors. So this is just 2 colors. This is 939 and Cognac from Weeks Dye Works. You can pick any 2 colors you'd like. You can really have some fun with this. Make it more prim or less dark or whatever you like. These are just the colors that I really liked and suggested, but very, very simple to change out colors in this one. Especially if you want to just do the 939, you can certainly put any color in here. It's just all designed for one color. A nice variegated would be pretty in here, or blue or pinks. So I think that would be really, really nice. So this is the ABC sampler. All right, so if you're interested in any of my newer designs, feel free to pop on over. I will put my Etsy store right along here. It's etsy.com, and you go to Lost in Stitches store, and that's where you will find all of those designs. So like I said, I'll be adding the ABC sampler and the stitching at the lake here within a day. All right, so that's a shop update. What else? Oh, for new starts that I have coming up, because I still need to continue on with some of these new starts, right? I went through a bunch of my organizing yesterday, so I have these kitted, and I thought that you guys might be interested in seeing how I actually store some of these. So I have 4 new starts here that I have kitted, and I'll go through them with you. But these are photo cases. They're $4 from Michaels, and they fit perfectly. Just if you have a digital pattern, they fit perfectly, just your project and your floss. So what I have then is a whole stack of these downstairs, and they're all labeled with the project like this, and then they're all just on my shelf. So especially for smaller projects, any of my full coverage are still in my project bags, but these this has really worked for me. So just a little organizational hint, if you like that, you can take up less space for a lot of projects. But anyway, for the 5 that I'm going to start, this one is called Reflections of Canada. I'll put in a picture right here of what this one will look like. It's from Ink Circles, and I'm going to stitch it with 115 DMC and a piece of 18 count white Aida. So that one will be a start for next time when I see you guys. I have Mighty Acorn. So this is what it will look like when it's done. It's a Blackbird Designs pattern. Sorry for the clicking here. One second. There you go. And I had this with me to start out at the retreat last week in Wabamun, but I ended up not liking the 36 count fabric that I had picked. It wasn't working for me with the stitching. So I came back and I found this piece from the Grateful Thread from Charlene that I had. It's just a modeled piece of 32 count Lagana beige, and it works beautifully with these colors. So yeah, that will be one that you guys will see started for next time. It was planned to be a start for this time, but because I was away right after the retreat, there was just no time to rekit. So this one is going to be started. And then the next one is here. It's called Bluebird of Happiness. And again, I just have the floss in here. I'm still trying to pick out fabric for that one out of my stash downstairs. And yeah, so that one from Blackbird Designs will be started as well. I also have this piece of gorgeous fabric. I actually bought a second piece because I loved it. It's Picture This Plus Huntress. It's this beautiful, that's about the right color, purple fabric. And I'm going to stitch something on this. It's going to be a Long Dog Samplers, I'm not sure yet, just with 12 count white pearl cotton. So I'm kind of going back and forth between the Token, Two Men's Morris, both will fit on here. And then I also would really like to start the Love at First Sight one that she put out, but I need to get a piece of fabric that's big enough for that one. So I think it'll be the Token on here, but this is another kind of still up in the air, but I just want to do something with that, that fabric and floss. Another one that I have planned to start, sorry, I'll open up the box, is on this piece of beautiful hand-dyed by Rolanda fabric. So this is her tag here. This is hand-dyed by Rolanda, as she is on Etsy. This is a 32 count, and it is going, it's beautiful. I just love this fabric. Love it. It's got little traces of pink and blue. But I'm going to be stitching this with 3371 DMC. Just have my little bobbin in here. And this is going to be Ink Circles Village Square. So I'll put a picture here of what that looks like for when it's finished. So those are the starts that I have planned for this upcoming week, or two, depending on when I'm back to see you guys again. And I'm really, really excited about all of those. So, sorry, I'm just tidying up here as I go. Okay, so I'm really, really excited about those. And yeah, so that's whips and the new starts coming up. I did a bit of a shop review. So again, here it's etsy.com, Lost in Stitches store, Lisa. And, you know, go check out my designs. I'll have a lot more coming up for you guys. I've had some inspiration while I was canoeing for a whole series of designs. So those will probably be within a month or so. I should have something ready for you guys. So yeah, so more certainly to come here into the fall. And okay, I think I'll just straighten up here and then I'll do some haul and Happy Mail. So, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, so as promised, I wanted to show you guys how I put my full coverage pieces that have lots and lots of fabric into my Q-snap. So as you can see, maybe, this one actually has quite a bit of fabric. And as it gets bigger, sometimes it's hard to get them into a Q-snap. So I usually use a 12 by 12. You can get away with an 8 by 8, but the 12 by 12 provides a bit of a neater end result. So what I do is just lay down this, obviously, just like you would normally for a Q-snap. Excuse me. And then I'll snap on here, and then one on this side. So this actually helps to get the tension right. So then I just kind of pull them to the side like this. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then put this one on here. A few little dangly threads. Excuse me. And then I put this one on the bottom. Now this gives me a really tight finish this way. So now you have this end, but then you have all of this extra fabric. It's like, what do you do with this? And I've seen people just kind of ball it up and whatever, but it's really simple. I just fold in to half, and then I make sure that I just tuck tight up underneath here. And then I fold again until it tucks underneath. so you guys can see that. And then I fold again into thirds. Oops, a little thinner. So then what you end up with, it looks like this. So now you have this roll along the side and a little bit of this on the bottom. So then I take this one and pinch it this way and just roll up the side. So that kind of holds that one there. And then I roll and roll. And then your grommet guard is your best friend. You can wrangle this thing on. And by folding it like that, you don't end up with all the crunches in your fabric. So that is how I put my fabric into my Q-snaps. And I always end up with this little fold of fabric on this side, but that's okay. And as you can see, it's pretty neat, right? You can kind of tuck on the bottom. The messiest part is still that little bit on the bottom, but... And there you go. Hopefully you could see that. Okay, all tidied up again. It takes a lot to do these. It's like insane. So before I jump into my haul, I just wanted to show you one thing that I have learned how to do over the last couple of weeks while at the Wabamun retreat. The Stitching at the Lake retreat with Jean and the girls. Jean brought in a store called the Jelly Roll Shop. She's a quilt shop from just outside of Red Deer, and beautiful things. She carries a lot of Lori Holt and just gorgeous products. But I'm not a quilter, not yet anyway, and I'm holding off because I don't have the space for it, right? But I did pick up a piece of wool, a kit for wool hand embroidery. And I have to say that I'm probably addicted now. I started off this little piece here, and it's going to be like a little table mat. Like it's just this big, and it's cut with the scalloped edges on each end. I have to get a copy of the template to cut it out. But this is the hand embroidery, so you just cut out the wool and then hand embroider it on. And I am absolutely loving it. Like so pretty. I have the little pieces here, like those ones will go on, right? Everything is cut, but it's not sewn on yet. And then you backstitch the vines and the things in the white and green. So absolutely love this. I will definitely be doing more. And I just wanted to thank her for coming to the retreat, because it was actually really nice to, I don't know, just kind of dive in and see some different products and different things to try. So that is one. Oh, and those ones are actually hand stitched with Valdani threads, which I have a pretty significant collection of now. So I'm very happy to find another craft to help use up my stash for these. So these are two of the colors. It's this red and cream, and then there's a green here. What is it? P2. This green color is beautiful, and then this yellowy color for the flowers. So absolutely in love with doing that. And there, new addiction found, right? This is how it works for us. So, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking down at my notes here. I just want to make sure that I have everything. All right, I'll jump into haul. I'll go through that, and then I'm going to do a little demo of how I wrangle my big pieces of fabric. I'll do my big full coverage one into a Q-snap. So stay tuned for that. I'll go through the haul and the Stitchy Kindness first, and then we'll dive into that. So for haul, I'm just going to bend over here and get my little box. I have this little box of goodness here because I went to a retreat. It always seems to be that you end up with more things than you actually need, but that's okay. So at the retreat, we did I'll do my Stitchy Kindness first. We did a smalls exchange. So the item that I put into the smalls exchange is here. I stitched and finished that the last time, and I couldn't show you guys because I just hadn't given the gift away yet, right? So this is the smalls that I put forward. It was a little antique box that I refinished on the inside, and then stitched one of the motifs from Summer Quakers to put on the top. So I think they got that, was pretty happy about it. So, and then this is the bag that I got out of the smalls exchange. It's called just Summer. Beautiful stitching from Jody. Thank you, Jody, for this. It's very sweet. And she included a package of pins from the Jelly Roll shop called Just Pins. And they're just like little sunglasses and cute little summer things. The theme for the thing was summer. So very, very cute. I'm very happy about this. It will hold a lot of new crafts, maybe my new hand embroidery. All right. And my next Stitchy Kindness, I just need to get it all together here, came from Donna, and I just want to say thank you so much, Donna, for this. It's I'm very grateful because we can't get this here at Michael's in Canada. So Donna was watching my channel last time and noticed that I mentioned I was looking for one of these boxes to stitch Cast a Spell from Blackbird Designs. And this is the box that fits it perfectly. It's from Hobby Lobby. And Donna was so kind. I was just asking where I might be able to purchase it because I didn't know where, where people were getting their boxes for this. But she was kind enough to go to Hobby Lobby and get me this box and send it to me, along with some other really cute Stitchy Kindness. Like this here. So I got a nice pack of Halloween gingham fabrics. Beautiful. And this little ephemera, so cute. A beautiful card. She put it in for my birthday for last month. Thought that was a beautiful message. And some ribbon and Halloween buttons and beads. So just so thoughtful, Donna. I just wanted to say thank you for that. The kindness in this community is just absolutely mind-blowing sometimes, to be honest. So I thank you for that. It really meant a lot to me. Thank you. Okay, and then we can move on to some of the haul that I got while I was out at the retreat. So I don't know if you guys remember, maybe, it was back maybe 10 videos or so ago that I talked about the first cross stitch that I've ever done, and it was of a fancy lady, like not a Mirabilia, but like a fancy lady, and I had no idea what the name of it was. I don't have the cross stitch anymore, and I don't know where it is, and I probably stitched this when I was about 13 or 14. So while I was out at Wabamun, I could barely remember what it looked like. Like I kind of had I knew it was a lady with her back turned and flowers in her hair. And while I was out at Wabamun, I looked through the patterns at the thrift store, and you will never guess what I found. Of all places, this is the 18th century lady that I stitched when I was 14. This is her. So I had to pick up this pattern. I got it for $1. I may stitch this again. It's not really my style right now, but I absolutely loved it at the time. So, yeah, I was pretty pumped to... Mom, I don't know if you remember this or not. You probably do. You watched me stitch it for years. No, it took me about 6 months or so. But, yeah, it's just a beautiful pattern. You can kind of see, right? It's just really, really done nicely. So, I was very, very choked up to find this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the one. So, I picked up that one. And then let's see if I can separate these out a little bit. From the Jelly Roll shop, the retreat, I got this little Lori Holt Happy Charms. They just kind of hook onto the bags, and scissors, and really like that. And to go along with the hand embroidery piece, this one is for a dish towel, and it's just called Wild Strawberries. So it gives you the pattern just to do the hand stitching on there. I really like that. So I wanted to give that a try, just something new. And then this is the Farmyard Fall, and this is from Crabapple Hill Studio, Meg Hockley. But I absolutely love that one. That was just so cute. And you actually take the Prismacolor pencils and color in on the fabric for some of these parts of this, and then you stitch around. I just thought that was really neat. I bought some linen when I was over in Vancouver last year at one of the little fabric stores that's there, so I think that's what this will be used for. It's too tight for stitching, but this will be perfect for the hand stitching. All right, and while at the retreat, I took a punch needle class. So I learned how to use the punch needle. So I picked up an actual punch needle for myself, and I still need to get some cloth and a few things to do that. But I do have the punch needle now to try that. I was very, very happy to learn that. It was something that I've been wanting to try for quite some time. All right. And let's see. So on the way, where was I? We went through Cochrane. I don't remember when this was. Oh, on the way back from camping the last time. But I don't remember if I showed this as part of my haul last time or not in the last video. I might have. I'm sorry if I did. But I got this canoe, Mill Hill beads and buttons. And I picked up Midnight Ride from Blackbird Designs. And this is from the Stitching Corner in Cochrane. So this is Betty's store down there. Midnight Ride. In Friendship's Way, the Blackbird Designs. I love these books. Absolutely love them. And Honeysuckle Manor. So I did pick up that one too. So I got those from Betty. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I'm going to have a little bit of a landslide here, I think. All right. And from on Saturday during the retreat out at Wabamun, Jean brought in the Crazy Lady Market from out just west of Edmonton. And she had a bunch of fabrics and kits and things and patterns, so I picked up the rest of the set for the oh my god, buttons and beads set. So that one, and then the little squirrels. So that's the three. So that will be some of my fall stitching that's coming up. And then there was this one called Sticks. It's a Mill Hill kit. Go Out for Adventure. So this one is done on the perforated paper. I really like that too. And I picked up a couple of patterns as well. So I have been collecting these from Primrose Cottage. This is probably the last one that I needed. It's Summer Wishes and Bumblebee Kisses from this color. So like I Would Rather Be Stitching, the Alphabet, Be Kind or Buzz Off. I think there's a whole bunch of these that have the same color palette. So I picked up that one. And I got the Winter Quaker from Primrose Cottage. There we go. We'll come back to this one. I picked up a Dimensions kit because I just wanted to try a Dimensions kit for winter. So I think this one will probably be my Christmas start, maybe in December. Once we maybe the first day of snow or something like that, I'll pull this one out and give it a start for this year. But this just reminded me so much of Abby and Caden, my kids. It just had to have this one. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then I went down the Teresa Kogut rabbit hole. So I have her Honeybee Biscornet. And this one, Nature, I absolutely love this. These are all ones for next year, probably. I don't think I'll start any of these right away, but just really like them. This one here is Strawberry Manor. This one might be started this year. It's my favorite of the bunch. I really like that. If you know of anybody that's finished this one, I can't remember seeing it on a Flosstube. I know that there's people that have stitched it. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I would just like to see the progress on this one. If anybody knows, anybody that's stitching it. And then I got this one because it's so very true. A simple life is a peaceful life. And I think that was it for Teresa Kogut, maybe? Nope, 2 more. I got Just a Girl. Oops, here. Just a girl making beautiful things. I love those. They're just very whimsical. And then she had some from an Erin Elizabeth. So I picked up Be Kind. Just a nice little gift for somebody, maybe. And another one from Erin Elizabeth, of course. Hello Summer. Anything with a lighthouse in the ocean, I'm there. So, Hello Summer from Erin Elizabeth. And Thankful bag. So, thankful for everything. I still have to find one of these bags. I think Betty has them down at the Stitching Corner, so the next time we're going out to the coast, I'll be stopping in there. We're actually heading to Tofino for 2 weeks in September. I'm so excited about that. 2 more weeks on the beach. Yeah, so anyway, probably stop in there and hopefully see Betty and pick up the things I need there. Okay. Oh, the last Teresa Kogut one was the Bee Garden. Really like that one. And oh, this is the other one from the Bee. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. So I'd like to have a little bowl filled up with all of those. I love the colors in this one. Love Grows Here from Tiny Modernist. Cheryl just has a great way with colors. And of course, anything to do with strawberries and jam, and love it. So again, Tiny Modernist, Mouse of Strawberry Jam. And Plum Street Samplers, the Wool and Flax Company. I just thought that was too cute. So I'm going to have to live to be 300 to stitch all of these things, but, you know, that's just the way it is. There's so many beautiful things. I actually picked up from Hearthside Craftworks in Calgary these stretcher bars. So I have those, and I think I'm going to try the Mill Hills on there just to see how that works out. And I picked up 3 pieces of fabric. So I have another piece of the Huntress from Picture This Plus that I really liked. This is Dwarf 28 count. Oh, that's 32 count. This is 28 count Dwarf from Picture This Plus. And Picture This Plus 14 count Ada Glacier. So I don't stitch on 14 count as much, but the holes, it looks tighter. It looks more like a 16 because it's Picture This Plus. So very pretty. I just love the color. And last but not least, certainly, I bought the Cross Stitch in the Forest book by Max Pigeon. So if you're looking, this is such a high quality book. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It's got so many nice patterns. A lot of people have done flip throughs of this book. So I won't go through the whole thing, but there's different sections like the Great North. Just gorgeous, gorgeous patterns in here. So I got this off of Amazon. It was $30 Canadian. You can do the different seasons, the tree, blue jays, a whole bunch of different ones like these. Just gorgeous patterns. So if you like any of the kind of outdoorsy type stitching, like these kind of patterns, kind of Nordic looking, Cross Stitch in the Forest by Max Pigeon. Very, very, very worth the money. Very, very much. So I thank him for putting this together. He's the founder of Pigeon Coop Designs. So, okay, that's what I have for haul. I think that was enough. I have to try and find room for everything downstairs again now. And let's see, what else do I have coming up? So, okay, I am going to StitchNorth in October. I've mentioned this before, but if anybody else is going to StitchNorth, please feel free to leave a comment below and tell me. I would love to meet up with all of you. I'm traveling by myself and going to this retreat, so I'm being a little bit brave to go and do that, so please come up and say hi. And I would just love to see some of you guys, especially people leave comments and then you don't really get to know them that well, right? So it's so nice to be able to put a face with the names. Okay, and yeah, so I would just really like to meet you guys at StitchNorth. If you can, just please come up and say hi. I know Nicole is one of my regular commenters. She's going from Winnipeg. Hi, Nicole. And Samantha and Erica from the Huga Stitcher and Fibers and Floss Canada. They're both going to be there. So I'm so super excited to meet them. Karen, the Stitching Owl, will be there. We may even start our seasons by birthday start. It might take me that long to kind of get organized anyway. So, but we may start the first few stitches of that together in October at StitchNorth. So I'll reach out to you, Karen. I apologize. It's just been absolutely crazy lately. I need to send you back a proper email with this stuff. Yeah, others retreats that are coming up. So the Stitch and Stash retreat in June of 2025 will be held again at the West Edmonton Mall. So Jean Cartwright is hosting that, and they have a Facebook group that you can go and look. It's called Stitch and Stash 2025, and yeah, you can get all the information that you need over there. But that is a wonderful, wonderful retreat, and Jean actually has an exclusive designer coming. Michelle Bendy from Bendy Stitchy, Michelle from Bendy Stitchy is coming to create an exclusive design for the retreat and teach a class. So hi, Michelle. I'm so excited that you're coming. And I can't wait to chat with you again. So yeah, that's the Stitch and Stash retreat. Sign up for that one. It's wonderful. And yeah, you get to stay in the West Edmonton Mall, and it's just such a great time. It's so many nice things in that retreat. I had a couple of shout outs that I have some notes here. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. I have a couple of shout outs for Sherry from Just So Sherry. It's her 1 year Flossiversary, so congratulations on getting to 1 year. I just absolutely love Sherry's channel. She's just so fun, and it just makes me laugh every time. She has these wonderful Just So Sherry moments, and you have to go and hear the one that she put up in her last Flosstube for her Flossiversary one. It's about an airport fandango that she had. Oh my god, it was just awesome. So go and check out Sherry. Hi girl. Congrats. And another one is Flossabilities, Lauren. So I'll put a picture here. And this is called Cabin in the Woods. Lauren has been designing with her brother for about close on a year now, I would say. Hey, Lauren, something like that. But you can go to the Flossability store on Etsy. I'll put it across here, and pick up this pattern. It is absolutely stunning. Fantastic job, Lauren. It's just beautiful. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I have to stitch that one. I just absolutely love it. So, yeah, again, that's Flossability store on Etsy. So that's about all that I had for the stitching. If you were just here for the stitching, that's great. I'll say goodbye here, and thank you so much for joining me. For a little bit of a life update, we've just been busy. I'm super tanned. We've been canoeing. We did a canoe trip that was cumulatively about 100 kilometers over 6 days. So we paddled 80 kilometers and we hiked and portaged for about 20 kilometers. And it's out in Powell River in BC, right on the coast. Absolutely stunning. So I'll put a couple of pictures in here in case you don't want to watch the whole thing at the end. But absolutely beautiful place in our country. Cannot wait to go back and do some more paddling around that area. It was just absolutely magical. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot other than that. We did just do our trip, and I had the retreat, and that's pretty much been it for the last couple of weeks. So I'll leave you here with a little picture video montage of some of the adventures that we've had, and happy stitching. I can't wait to see you guys again. Hopefully I'll be back next week with a video. We're not away next week, so hopefully that will be able to happen next Wednesday, maybe, I would say. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Are you ready, Anna? 3, 2, 1. Nice.